A police raid, lawsuits filed, and children claiming they were hurt. A Channel 2 Action News investigation uncovered a local dentist is still practicing in the metro area. This is one of the cases Channel 2's Rachel Stockman found when she spent weeks sorting through thousands of records. Rachel?
Jovita, in our investigation, we discovered the dental board is often very slow or doesn't even take any kind of action against the dentists who face serious complaints about care. Some parents tell us when kids are involved, this is just unacceptable. Just a warning, some might find the images you're about to see disturbing. If you take a look inside 5-year-old Summer Carter's mouth,
hold it right there,
all you'll see is silver.
Every one of her teeth was capped, and she had 3 root canals.
Her parents say it happened when they took their daughter, who was 1.5 at the time, to Children's Dentistry of Rome to see Dr. Rachel Patel.
When I looked down again, her mouth was just pouring blood, and when I raised her lip up, everything was just hanging on top.
The Carters are one of a handful of families who have filed a malpractice lawsuit against Dr. Patel. In 2012, the feds and police raided the Floyd County office where he worked. The district attorney's office is still investigating more than 50 complaints from that time.
I'm disgusted, really. I really am.
Police say they immediately told the Georgia Dental Board, but the board didn't take action until this July, nearly 3 years later. The board's conclusion, Dr. Patel was overly forceful, used excessive restraints, and his records didn't justify the treatment. His punishment, 3 years probation. He can still practice.
I don't think you ought to be able to do dental work at all.
Rachel with Channel 2. We caught up with Dr. Patel walking into his new dental practice in Marietta.
Because a lot of children and parents are saying they were injured because of what you did.
At this time, I can't say anything.
Since Dr. Patel left, police say there haven't been any recent complaints.
Every complaint should be fully investigated.
Dental malpractice attorney Robert Fleming says in his cases, the dental board rarely, if ever, takes action.
It's hard to know exactly what the board is and isn't doing. As far as I can tell, it's not a very transparent board.
Channel 2 Action News spent weeks sorting through thousands of records and discovered the board rarely revokes a dentist's license. In fact, in the past 10 years, they revoked only 6. The board gets more than 400 complaints a year, and the average time from the date of the incident to some kind of board action is 4 years.
Don't you think the public deserves it to move a little bit faster?
The chairman of the dental board says the process is moving faster now, but they have legal hurdles.
Sometimes the issue is not just one set of records. Like you just said, it may involve 50 patients.
But I would think if children are involved, you'd want to move faster on something like that.
And we do, but some of it is dealing with other agencies, is dealing with other law enforcement agencies.
Dr. Holcomb added they do need more peer review consultants to look at cases, but the Carters say the board needs to do much more about complaints like theirs.
I think it's just thrown back and not worried about.
Dr. Patel's attorney did not comment for this story, but we found court records where the attorney denied that Dr. Patel caused any injuries or damages to Summer Carter. Meantime, Dr. Patel paid that fine to the state, and just last week they renewed his license for another 2 years.
So, Rachel, any other explanation as to why this dental board takes 4 years to deal with a case?
Jovita, and we brought that year number to the dental board, and what they basically told us is that some patients may not file their complaints right away, which may play into that 4-year number. But remember, they only have one dental investigator for more than 400 complaints a year.
Large caseload. Rachel, thank you.